Think a planet wherever you can discover out precisely which put by your feet, get progressive precautionary of volcano eruptions, see about corners or in rooms, and discover original signs of repeated multiple sclerosis. Greet to quantized sounding, a technique how could convert our planet. At their cardiac, these sensors trust on the frequently enigmatic behavior of subnuclear suspended particles, wherever the classic assumptions of Newton physical science stop to already exist. Quantized physical science is told to be eerie, in suspended particles creature in two places at one day, but it might be less than eerie if you believe of them as wave propagation, and wave propagation can be in several places at one day, says Professor K. Bongs of Birmingham College. Now, the just way to discover out which is bottom the land is frequently to conduct out research dig, that is both of period consuming and costly. Several include told how which put under 1 meter by the gateway of London is less than so known rather than Antarctica, says Professor Bongs. The is a main headache for building companies who include to conduct out surveys how can get days. Yet the new probe will be capable to see largest of them. It uses RB atoms chilled by lasers to fare over total null, to 73°C, how are automotive upwards in a vacuo and later measurable as they drop behind by seriousness. It is so susceptible it can discover the diminutive fluctuations in seriousness how outcome of such a comparatively little subterranean structures. This should assist rate up examination times, says mechanical engineering company Teledyne E2V, that is Lathe Birmingham's prototyping in a business pattern. Quantized sounding will as well assist in tracking volcanoes. Glasgow College researchers are work in Italian volcanologists to location a web of 40 diminutive gravimeters on Sicily's install Etna, one of the largest busy volcanoes in the planet. As lava chambers fill in up under land their seriousness readings will changing, therefore giver progressive precautionary of volcano operation. Scientists already use a matrix of tool, such as seismometers, land strain recorders, gas monitors, IR cameras and Sputnik imagers, to display volcanoes. Substantially, we will for the at first period be capable to ensure seriousness imagery for length periods, says Professor Giles Hammond at Glasgow's Institution of Gravity Study. With the present general of cumbersome non-quantum gravimeters tool scientists include to go on to the mount and go them about, that has risks on an busy volcanic mountain love Etna. The crew is with micro and nanotechnology fabrication techniques to do diminutive quantized gravimeters on silica wafers how are 10 times more profitable rather than usual model. Our probe is a massive on a gentle springtime, and wherever how springtime sits in a taking into account massive is dependent on seriousness. As seriousness changes, wherever how springtime sits as well changes, explains Professor Hammond. Usual LiDAR measures the range to an subject by lighting it in pulse laser treatment lighting and later measurement the reflecting pulses. But quantized technique enables scientists to action the arrive period of solitary photons in really top precision, in trillionths of a other. In a gorge you'll listen your vote echoing behind, says Professor Danielle Faxio, chief of Glasgow College's XS lighting team. You can do the identical in lighting or a laser treatment shaft. The lighting will rebound off walls, so length as you include the geometric order. Later you can construct a 3D picture with the information. The aim is to evolve following generation LiDAR for personality driving cars to offer them improved knowledge, via mist, fume and above much longer distances. Glasgow's prototyping probe can already discover driving human beings 100 meter off, though while they're a few meters circle a angle. Time technique love MRI magnet response imagery is already in utilize. Quantized sensors are simpler, more profitable and include superior solution, says Sussex College's Professor Peter Kruger. In diseases love repeated multiple sclerosis, the handling rate of the dorsal string to the marrow changes. But current toolkit cannot choose the upwards, he says. Brand new quantized sensors would be capable to discover these changes in the way how MRI sensors can't. Not amazingly, militaries through the planet are as well supporting study into quantized sounding. Gravimeters in special propose the capacity for revealing your enemy's submarines, for copy. Seriousness may be a poor strength, but you can't panel versus it. So time trick technique may conceal your radar gun sign, it won't conceal you of a quantized seriousness probe. The much increases the atomic's susceptibility to electrical fields. We've done a gigantic magnetic compass, Pinhao is lot more than susceptible rather than usual ones, says Dr. Gender Koons, portion of the study crew. Armies will wish to discover which electric devices may be transmission or reception information, in some speech, wherever the nice folks and the bad folks are, adds Dr. Kevin Coxon. In comparison with usual receivers intended to discover signals above a special rate in the magnetic range, Rydberg atoms are susceptible to a broad band of frequencies. And as they don't consume power of the box how they action, you can use them to discover signals out of your opponent's implementing. In brief, quantized technique has the capacity to convert the planet in ways we can hardly think, concludes Birmingham College's Professor Bongs.